just slicing the approach shot, forcing Buckner into a tough pass.
Point.
And right on cue, Devillier with the backhand pass.
1-0. Side out.
Just placing that one back into the court. Jay Devillier well outside. So Connor Garnett and Jay Devillier. This is quarterfinals action, so looking for a semifinal. Federico Stackstrud has already booked his ticket to a semifinal.
He's concerned about these light. Okay, got it?
Jay Devillier having a conversation about the backdrop, making it tough with the lights coming back on and off our video board. Looks like they've got it figured out for him, though.
Side out. 1-0.
Closing in is Devillier.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be a weapon or a strength that Devillier has over Garnett right now. He does move forward a little bit better in singles. Look for him to do more of that if he can.
Point.
Connor Garnett back at Masters, got himself all the way to a semifinal, faced off against Ben Johns in the late night hours.
Point.
Tried to work his way through the back draw after the semifinal loss to find a bronze, but just came up short. There's that two-handed backhand.
Yeah, nice little look away there by Garnett. Looked one side, hit that two-hander the other way. See if he can get on the board here early.
Connor trying to slide into that right now. Jay Devillier is doing a nice job side to side.
Yeah, Devillier, you know, big guy. I think he's about 6'3", very tough to pass on the, cleanly on that first one. Garnett may need to take a little power off his passing shots in order to find a little more angle.
Point.
Another missed return.
5-0.
Keeps that return towards the middle, and what a shot, what a stroke from Jay Devillier.
Yeah, the initial return was a little short there by Garnett and really tipped the scales to be Devillier's advantage.
Oh, that was a nice adjustment there from Jay in the middle of that.
And that's where sometimes the aggression of Garnett can have a level of predictability there. Devillier was already geared up for him to have that ball try to go right through him.
Point.
Connor Garnett having a hard time right now up at the kitchen. He trails 0-8. Game number 1 in quarterfinals. And that's not going to help. Continues to mount. Jay Devillier 9-0.
Yeah, and so far for Garnett, it's just his returns have been consistently about mid-court. And at this level, really getting your return in that back third of the court is critical to slow your opponents down.
10-0.
Game point for Jay Devillier. And there it is. So game number 1, all Devillier all day long. The number 2 seed picks up the first.
Side out.
Yeah, and right now Devillier is just a wall up there, and Garnett's struggling to really pressure the volley as well and really get Devillier stretched for those volleys.
0-0.
Struggled with his fourth in game number 1 as well. There's the return that had better depth, and there's a fourth just to the middle. So your equation is working.
You know, it sounds simple. It's obviously very difficult to execute, but he's in a position to me where I'd rather see him miss a return long than just be content with just getting it in and being shorter.
There's no room for hesitation in singles.
No, not at all. There's a lot of thinking prior to the point, but you want to have a good idea about what you're trying to do to where you can be very reactive in singles and set yourself up for success.
And also, to Devillier's credit, he's taking advantage. He's all gas pedal, no brakes right now.
Yeah, he's giving very little away, which makes it feel that much more difficult to climb that mountain if you're Connor Garnett.
Wow, he went full baseline or bust. Jay Devillier tried to win that one from the back.
Yeah, he had Garnett stretched many times to the volley. Looked like he was maybe going to do it, but ultimately Garnett able to get the side out.
Side out.
Working to that backhand side, Devillier is really covering the forehand, his own forehand.
Yeah, right now, I think Garnett's going to need to change the pace of some of his passing shots. Devillier looks to be in pretty good rhythm with that powerful pass from Garnett. Again, by taking some pace off, it'll open up some more angle and get Devillier stretched more.
Point.
And that's just excellent anticipation from Devillier. But even before Garnett hit that two-handed backhand cross court, Devillier was already stepping inside the court and darting over that direction to cover it.
Side out. Zero, 3. Side out.
A little bit of a missed contact there from Jay Devillier, so he gives the apology. Jay is actually named Jocelyn, fun fact, named after his mother, but it is spelled the masculine way. His mom was actually a professional handball player too. I asked him who he kind of resembled on the court, mom or dad, and he said, yeah, definitely mom, she was really competitive.
I love that.
Side out.
Yeah, Garnett still struggling to get on the board here. Devillier is
3-0.
certainly playing sharp so far.
Side out.
Both athletes, former Division I tennis players. Jay Devillier
0-3.
played at Wichita State. Connor Garnett at Santa Clara.
Side out.
And this is not normal. I've never seen frustration on the side of Connor Garnett visibly from his
3-0.
face.
Yeah, he's clearly out of rhythm out there and still searching at the moment.
Side out.
You got to take every small victory your direction. Starting to build upon it. He's still looking for his first point scored in this match.
0-3.
Yeah, one of the things that's the progression in his game is the serve in singles. He still is much more comfortable just spinning it in there. But in singles, a lot of the best players really do take a little bit more risk to set themselves up for an easier pass.
Yeah, and it's no longer just
3-0.
risk in terms of depth and pace, but it's the variance, right? Giving different looks.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, it's about as negative right there as you'll see Garnett get, and it's the right direction, but again, he's trying to hit his angled shots all with power, and sometimes taking power off helps that angle open up.
4-0.
Devillier, the backhand wonder right there.
Yeah, it's very challenging with a one-handed backhand to be able to get that top spin to play it cross court consistently. Devillier does it as well as anyone.
Side out.
Well, and that's why actually I wanted to go back and kind of look at film to see how he created the top-spin off that backhand
0-5.
side with one hand, and especially with so much pace and low bounce coming his direction. He proved more than capable in my study.
Well, yeah, and you talked about comparing it to some other, flicks at the kitchen line. And to me, I'd say the difference is he has to have such great body control with his legs and his shoulders to give you the strength to hit the shot. And then the hand and the wrist can have that relaxation to create spin at the end. A lot of people can create the spin and the relaxation, but from the baseline, they don't have the body control and the strength to be able to do it like Devillier can.
Great location there as he chops that ball.
I think it's the right idea by Garnett, though, to try to play a drop when he was off the court there. Just wasn't able to get that ball down a little bit more.
So Connor Garnett's got a few on the board now. A good sign for him.
Point.
Yeah, just a really great drop by Devillier, and it's not just how low he was able to get it, but getting in like that really changes the volley from Garnett's perspective.
Point.
6-2. Jay Devillier now 7-2.
Side out.
Jay Devillier sits on the same side of the bracket as Gabriel Joseph and James Ignatowicz, who will face off in quarterfinal action.
Point.
Another point now for Devillier.
Hold it. You called that one out.
Oh, excuse me. Side out.
Point.
It looks as if Connor Garnett, when he has a look, he's liking to speed up the line, whether it's on the forehand side or the backhand side, and Devillier is just sitting there.
Yeah, right now Devillier is really reading all of Garnett's shots well, especially when he's up at the kitchen line. So it's like you mentioned, it's just time for Garnett to try his best to find some variety. But with the score line, he's just really got to find some rhythm, period.
Point.
Well, there's one for him. Connor Garnett finds the third.
Little net love always helps when you're kind of in a rut. Let's see if he can build on that here.
3-8.
Tries to chase that overhead down, but can't get there.
Yeah, great coverage by Garnett, but Devillier looking very in control of the majority of these points. Yeah, Garnett chastising himself a little bit, and I think what he's referring to is he's had a little bit more success making the change and returning to the Devillier forehand, tested the backhand there, and paid the price.
To your point, he goes to the forehand.
Point.
Devillier is just wild in terms of his reads right now.
Well, he made that look very easy, and it was not at all, but he's got it all working right now.
Match point. Wow, Jay Devillier is on a riot. 11-0, 11-3.